Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Eastern Province Inaugural Guide Right Kappa League Debate Challenge. Around here, it's been known as Debate Sunday. Welcome to Debate Sunday. And this weekend is the championship round of a rigorous month-long debate challenge. And it's winding up with the two alumni chapters, Kappa League chapters competing. Washington Alumni Kappa League chapter, they'll take the negative position of the argument. Their team is coached by Brother Raleigh. Their teammates will be Mr. Clark, Mr. Raleigh, Mr. Gentry, and Mr. Gale. They'll be debating against the Fort Lee Alumni Kappa League chapter. They will take the affirmative position. Their teams will be coached by Brother Lockett, Brother Chris Lockett. Their teammates are Mr. Grayson, Mr. Dan Glover, Mr. C.J. Lockett, and Mr. Josiah Edmonds. Fort Lee also had an alternate, I must call his name out, Mr. Isaiah Claiborne. Now, we couldn't do this at all, ladies and gentlemen, if it wasn't for our judges who took the time to volunteer to come and impart to these youth. So I want to call and recognize their name out. Miss Watley, Miss Soderstorm, and Miss Scott. We really appreciate you guys coming in and judging this historical event. The topic today is the Black Lives Matter movement has been a positive impact on the image of young Black males in the United States. So after I'm finished speaking, you'll hear Mr. Edwards, who will go over the format, and then we'll go right into the debate. The debate will be guided by Brother Kendrick Crawford. You'll hear his voice, and all the way to the end. At the end, we'll have a presentation. So on behalf of the Eastern Province Polemark, the Eastern Province Polemark, Brother Charles Exum, we welcome you to the debate championship. Brother Edwards.
Thank you, Brother Marshall. Here's the purpose of the debate, is to introduce and expose young men to the art of debate. 3 components: scholarly research, argument organization, and persuasive delivery. Here's the format of our debate. As soon as I'm done speaking, the affirmative will take the mic and present their case. The negative team will have an opportunity to ask questions and then present their case. And then the affirmative team will ask questions, and then we'll move into rebuttals and closing remarks. Brother Kendrick Crawford is our timekeeper. He will also be initiating the break rooms so that teams can go in and strategize as they move forward through the debate format. Here are the rules of the debate. This is a leisure level debate. We have 3 judges on the panel. Judges will evaluate the debate using a rubric and take notes in the debate. Coaches cannot assist their teams during the debate. However, they can assist during the break rooms. The moderator and timekeeper will evaluate the time. Again, this is the topic. This is the affirmative team. This is the negative team. I will now turn it over to the timekeeper to initiate the debate. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Brother Kendrick Crawford here. Thanks, Brother Edwards. It's debate time. We will get started. We'll start with the affirmative case. That's 5 minutes. Then there will be questions for 3 minutes. Teams, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, affirmative case. Your 5 minutes of time starts now.
Good afternoon. My name is Kaden Thorne Grayson, and I bring you greetings from the Fort Lee Alumni Chapter Kappa League. My team and I are defending the argument in the affirmative that the Black Lives Matter movement, BLM, has had a positive impact on the image of young Black males in the United States. According to BlackLivesMatter.com, Black Lives Matter was founded in 2013 in response to the acquittal of George Zimmerman, the killer of Trayvon Martin. Three radical Black organizers, Alicia Garza, Patrice Kahn, and Apa Tomiti, created a Black-centered political will and movement project called #Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation Incorporated is a global organization in the US, UK, and Canada whose mission is to eradicate white supremacy and build local power to intervene in violence inflicted on Black communities by the state and vigilantes. By combating and countering acts of violence, creating spaces for Black imagination and innovation, and centering Black joy, they believe they are winning immediate improvements in their lives. BLM recognizes the need for haters to spread disinformation and for such reasons establish a disinformation network that investigates and holds accountable those that misrepresent their plight for liberation. The call for Black Lives to Matter is a rally cry for all Black lives striving for liberation. The name Black Lives Matter should elicit positivity. There should be no negative connotation whatsoever. However, we must remember that the human rights activist Malcolm X warned us, and I quote, "The media is the most powerful entity on earth. They have the power to make the innocent guilty and to make the guilty innocent." And that's power because they control the minds of the masses. Yes, there has been riots in America, but it is important that we note that the riots played a crucial role in the change in America. It appears in order to get change as a suppressed minority, we must take action into our own hands. After all, it is the American way. Let us not forget the American Revolution in the 1700s. It took riots to enact social change such as diversity and inclusivity training. With this information, please do not forget, according to time.com, 93% of all protests have been peaceful. BLM's movement, three entities, Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation, Black Lives Matter Political Action Committee, and BLM Grassroots together make up and support a multifaceted global movement predicated on the belief that Black lives matter, that Black policy matters, that Black organizing matters, and that Black joy matters. The impact of their organization has reached millions across the globe, with people from the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, Germany, India, France, Netherlands, Brazil, and Sweden visiting their website in greater numbers. Globally, their reach has been over 3,370%, making up about 25% of their total online presence. This shows that BLM and their justice towards Black is not just an American problem. BLM has created an environment where all young Black boys can safely employ their talents of activism through arts, communication, political action, and financial literacy. These are three talent areas that are often overlooked when it comes to the Black and Brown community. Permanent artworks presented by young Black artists such as Nicholas Smith and Otar BC are plastered in the fabric of America. These young Black men were granted direct access to display their artworks on the largest stage in the world by painting artworks of Mr. George Floyd and images of hope. BLM exemplifies and represents how we young men feel, and the best way to equate how we feel and how they have impacted our image is found in the statement of one of the organized co-founders. "We, the Black people, are tired of waiting for a seat at the table. So like Shirley Chisholm, we brought a folding chair and started inching closer and closer to the table. We are done waiting," and I end my quote. The negative images that plague the media fail to highlight anything good in our community, so why do we expect them to display BLM in a positive light? The time is now to stop hoping for change and become the change we want in our community. BLM has provided young people all the tools to use their most valuable asset, their skin, as a weapon to drive inclusivity and diversity and change that will last a lifetime. Mr. Moderator, I yield the remainder of my time.
Thank you, Mr. Grayson. All right, so your time stopped at 4 minutes and 34 seconds. We will reset our time. Up next, we have questions. You have 3 minutes to present. Your time will start on me. And your time starts now.
Good afternoon. My name is Ezekiel Gill. My first question is, you've mentioned a lot of the political activist activities BLM has participated in, and I am not doubting that it has had a positive impact on the Black community. But I would like to ask you if these activities have improved the image of young Black males. I'm not arguing that Black Lives Matter has not done a lot for the Black community, I'm asking you, can you cite any source that directly relates to the image of young Black males being improved on account of BLM?
I cannot cite a source, but I can tell you that this shows Black males that it shows Black males how to exercise their rights of activism, how to be engaged in their community, and how to make a change. Because as Black males, they are a suppressed minority, and it's important that their voices are heard. And I think that Black Lives Matter shows those Black males in the United States that don't let anyone tear you down, and you do have a voice, and your voice does matter.
But that wasn't my question. My question is, how is the image being improved? We are not doubting and arguing that Black Lives Matter has given many people a platform to be activists and to make their injustices heard. But we are asking you, has Black Lives Matter improved the image of young Black males? And can you sort cites or examples of how it has?
I cannot, as I stated, I cannot cite a direct source, but I can tell you that there have been Black males that have used Black Lives Matter as a platform to exercise their activism, whereas they would not have done that without Black Lives Matter.
My next question would be, you mentioned that it has been used for young Black males to use their voices, but has this brought about a positive change in their image? Yes, they have more platform to speak, but has this helped them in the long run? Do the rest of America view them in a more positive image because of their activism?
Could you repeat the first half of your statement, the main bulk of it? Or just could you clarify?
Does Black Lives Matter and the activism that is participated in by members of Black Lives Matter, has that improved the image of young males in America?
Yes. And I say that because, I'm sorry, could you clarify your exact question? Could you clarify it again? I apologize.
Does Black Lives Matter and the activities that they participate in help the image of young Black males in America? Does the Instagram hashtags, the social media posts, is this helping the image of young Black males in America? I'm not asking you, has it made a greater call for justice for victims of police brutality and other things? I'm asking you, has it improved the image of...
All right, your time is up.
Yeah. Oh.
That's 3 minutes for questions. Thank you. Okay, we'll move into the next portion of the debate. All right, so we're going to go into the negative. You're going to have a total of 5 minutes to present your case, and your time will start on me. And your time starts now.
Good afternoon. My name is Miles Clark, a Washington, D.C. alumni Kappa League, and my teammates today are Aiden Riley, Sean Gentry, and Ezekiel Gale. And we as a team strongly believe that the Black Lives Matter movement has not positively impacted the image of young Black men. The 3 main points we'll be focusing on is that Black Lives Matter mission/purpose is not related to improving the image of young Black men, but to address police brutality and white supremacy. The Black Lives Matter movement has not changed how society views young Black men. And since Black Lives Matter was founded, young Black men's self-awareness and how they view their Black counterparts has not improved. Starting with our first point, Black Lives Matter mission and purpose is not related to improving the image of young Black males. The mission of Black Lives Matter, which they state on their official website, reads, the mission of Black Lives Matter is to eradicate white supremacy and build local power to intervene in violence inflicted on Black communities by the state and vigilantes. This shows that even Black Lives Matter states and their mission, it is not their purpose to improve the image of any Black people, but to protect Black people from violence and white supremacy. Also, the image of Black men has not changed even after Black Lives Matter was founded in 2013. There are various studies dating from 2014 all the way to 2020 stating that society has not changed their view on young Black men. An article by the American Psychological Association states, people have a tendency to perceive Black men as larger and more threatening than similarly sized white men. Now, being a young Black man larger in size, I can confirm from personal experience that you tend to have way more eyes on you when you walk into stores. And this makes me realize I have to act a certain way and look non-threatening when I'm out in public. Our second point is about how the Black Lives Matter movement has not changed how society views young Black men. A study done by the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology states that children in most societies are considered to be in a distinct group with characteristics such as innocence and the need for protection. The research found that Black boys can be seen as responsible for their actions at an age when white boys still benefit from the assumption that children are essentially innocent. And another study done by the National Center for Biotechnology Information concludes in 40 interviews with young Black males aged from 13 to 19, researchers found that cumulative mistreatment was so common that respondents came to anticipate police abuse as a common occurrence in policing. Now, our last and final point is about how since Black Lives Matter was founded, young Black men's self-awareness and how they see their Black counterparts has not improved. The main thing I would like to talk about when dealing with this point is implicit and unconscious bias. Now, an article titled Stereotypical Biases and Black People Toward Black People by the Society for Personality and Social Psychology states many researchers have studied implicit bias, often implicit racial or ethnic bias in particular. It is possible that simply seeing a Black person rather than a white person makes people more likely to interpret actions as violent or makes people more likely to behave violently themselves. Research shows that people judge an action as more violent when it's performed by a Black person rather than when the same action is performed by a white person. A great deal of research also shows that white people associate negative words and traits with Black names or faces more quickly than they associate negative words or traits with white names or faces. But white people aren't the only ones that look at Black people like this. Black people themselves view the race as more violent than any other race, especially focusing on young Black men as being more violent. In a report titled Discipline Disparities for Black Students, Boys, and Students with Disabilities, done by the United States Government Accountability Office, shows that starting in pre-kindergarten, Black boys were disciplined at school far more than their white peers during the 2013-2014 school year. An implicit racial bias was likely the cause of these continuing disparities. In conclusion, the Black Lives Matter movement has not positively impacted the image of young Black men due to how the Black Lives Matter mission purpose is not related to improving the image of young Black males, but to address police brutality and white supremacy, how the Black Lives Matter movement has not changed how society views young Black men, and also since Black Lives Matter was founded, young Black men's self-awareness and how they see their Black counterparts has not improved. This shows that we as a society and a community need to do better on projecting a positive image around young Black men. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Clark. Thank you, Affirmative Case Fort Lee, for your presentation, as well as Negative Case by Washington, D.C. alumni. All right, so we'll now move into our questions for 3 minutes.
Good afternoon. My name is Dion Glover with the Fort Lee.
One second, Dion. Let's start on the timer. 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm resetting. Sorry about that. All right, Dion, your 3 minutes will start now.
Good afternoon. My name is Dion Glover with the Fort Lee Alumni Chapter, Kappa League, and where I will be doing the questioning on behalf of my team. For my first question is, do you know how many BLM protests have been violent or not considered to be peaceful?
I do not have data on that, but that has nothing to do with the main topic on how Black Lives Matter has impacted the image of young Black men.
Do you know of a BLM youth program that has negatively impacted the image of the youth that they serve? If so, which program and how was their impact negative?
Could you restate your question, please?
Do you know of a BLM youth program that has negatively impacted the image of the youth that they serve? If so, which program and how was their impact negative?
No, I don't know any youth organization that has negatively impacted the image of young Black men.
Okay. According to Statista.com, it states that 58 civilians that have been shot, 7 of whom are Black in the first month of 2021 and 2020. There were a lot of fatal police shootings, and in 2019, there are fatal shoot with 999 fatal shootings. Additionally, the rate of fatal police shootings among blacks was much higher than that for any other ethnicity, standing at 34 police fatal shootings.
I think what you're trying to say is how how the death of many Black men have increased over time, and that proves my point as the image of Black men has not improved, and society, and especially police, white police officers view Black men as more violent and threatening than white people, white men, young Black men, white young men.
Do you have any like proof supporting that Black people are violent?
Yes, my first study was done. The first study I cited was from the American Psychological Association, which states people have a tendency to perceive Black men as larger and more threatening than similarly sized white men. And that was the basis of that study.
Thank you. Do you know what percentage of African Americans?
All right, your time is up. That's 3 minutes for questioning. Thank you, Mr. Glover. Thank you, Mr. Clark. At this period of the debate, we will move into our first break rooms. The first break rooms will be for 3 minutes, and that will be initiated by Brother Edwards.
Brother Crawford, I've initiated all of the break rooms. Those persons should be moving into their break rooms now.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you, gentlemen. Okay, so exciting, isn't it? I told you guys, hold on to your seats. It's going to be a great debate. That's why we call it Debate Sunday. At this time now, I'd like to take the opportunity to introduce you to our Eastern Province Guide Right Director, Brother Scott Johnson.
Good afternoon.
And Brother, excuse me, Brother Johnson, just quick, and Brother Edwards, can you let us know when you bring them out of break room? Thank you.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to take a moment to say thank you to everyone who has joined in today. And I want to say,
I don't think they moved us to the breakout rooms yet because I'm still waiting on my team.
Do you see the invitation to go into the breakout rooms?
No.
Okay, stand by.
Me neither.
Fort Lee, y'all just stand by. We got it. We're working it out.
Did Washington go in? Yes. Okay.
Brother Hagerbrook, can you help me out, or what should I do?
Yeah, give me a second. So at this time, as we wait, I will stop the time for a reset.
Brother Hagerbrook, what should I do? Are you there?
Call it, give me a name. Who should be there? Name of a, who is it, Fort Lee? Everybody like that. Great place. Okay, they're closing the rooms now. Someone's closing the rooms now.
Is there anything I should be doing, or just let the rooms go ahead and close on this screen here?
Just let them close.
Okay, cool.
And if you're gonna go back in, just start it over again.
No problem. Brother Marshall, the breakout rooms are going to close here in 30 seconds, and then we're going to reinitiate. We've got about 20 seconds. Stand by. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Edwards. For the judges, please hear this. Hope you're hearing this. If you're not, if you have any questions, make sure you ask in the private chat, Brother Edwards.
Okay, stand by, Edwards. Don't do anything.
I won't do anything. I promise you I won't.
Open the rooms back up and try it again, guys. Brother Marshall?
Yes.
All right, hang on.
Okay. Looks like everyone's in except for Miles Clark, waiting on Miles Clark to get in. Fort Lee is in. Okay. Looks like all of us.
Oh, yes, that looks good.
All right. You're good.
Awesome. You're great.
I will start the time now for the 3 minutes.
Hey, did you, for some reason, I'm not moved over to the breakout room. I didn't get an invitation.
Okay, just stand by.
We're gonna get you in, Coach.
What is the last name?
Lockett.
I see him in the breakout room as CJ Lockett.
No, it's just, I'm on the flat Kappa Alpha Psi.
I was gonna say, Brother Lockett, you may want to change your name. That's the reason why it's not letting you in.
Okay.
Don't do anything again. And he's going to Fort Lee, right? Okay, Edwards, he's going to Fort Lee.
That's correct.
All right, he's in.
I think that's it now.
Okay.
All right, Brother Marshall, we've initiated the rooms. Brother Timekeeper, I think we should start the time appropriately now.
Started.
Okay, thanks a lot, gentlemen.
Technology.
Okay, brother Scott Johnson, our Eastern Province Guide Right Director.
All right. Okay. Not a problem. Again, welcome everyone. As you can see, we make the necessary adjustments that we need to make, but we appreciate everyone joining in today for our inaugural Eastern Province Kappa League Debate Challenge, the championship round. To our two teams that have made it thus far, I want to say congratulations to them, and to our committee, I want to thank you all for everyone who has worked diligently to make this as smooth as possible. We've had some hiccups, but we've plowed through those. And to all the parents and all the chapters who have supported these young men, we want to say thank you to everyone.
Thank you, Brother Scott. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been exciting, quite exciting, I'm sure, even for the coaches, to just engage with these young men and teaching them the skills, the nuances of the art of debating. As you can see with this topic right here that they're debating, there's some things that I've even, information and research that I didn't even know about that's popping up. So I think that was a great job for both teams and everything to introduce us to what Black Lives Matters really is, giving us another perspective. With that being said, I'll ask Brother Crawford on our time before I move on.
We have 1 minute left.
Okay. And once again, I'd like to thank everyone for coming and joining us and watching this debate on Debate Sunday. I think we're going to take this thing over and cancel football from here going forth. And everybody's going to be watching Debate Sunday.
You know what? Don't even flatter yourself.
We're 16 seconds out.
Thank you, Brother Crawford. For the two competing teams, the poll marks, I'm going to address you for some comments our next break.
All right, that's our time, Brother Marshall.
Thank you, Brother Crawford.
All right, we will start our debate back. Times are set. We will next go to the affirmative rebuttal. The affirmative rebuttal is 5 minutes.
Do we have both teams back? Are the coaches there? Can they confirm that both teams are back in?
Everybody's back.
If I'm going through
We
now,
got everybody.
it looks like, yes, all of Washington
Everybody
alumni is here.
Fort Lee.
Fort Lee is good.
So we'll go with our affirmative rebuttal. We have 5 minutes for the affirmative rebuttal. Your time will start on me. And your time starts now.
Good afternoon, judges, distinguished guests, and members of the audience. My name is CJ Lockett. I am from the Fort Lee Alumni Chapter Kappa League. My team and I are arguing the affirmative towards the statement, the Black Lives Matter movement has been a positive impact on the image of young Black males in the United States. I'll be presenting the affirmative rebuttal. First and foremost, Black Lives Matter is a call to action. It takes action to create change, not just a mission statement. Let us look at the historical context of why Black Lives Matter even exists. During the slave trade, African men, women, and children were taken from their homes to be enslaved. They had no voice. The image of them were people packed in like sardines in ships, riddled with disease. In the 1950s and 60s, during the Civil Rights Movement, Black people were beaten and killed in the streets while peacefully protesting systemic racism. Their voices were being suppressed. The image of them were angry, uneducated Black people going against the system. Even today, Black voices are being suppressed or outright ignored. Rodney King's voice was suppressed when he was beaten by police officers in 1991. Trayvon Martin's voice was suppressed when he was racially profiled and killed by a police officer. A neighborhood watch volunteer in 2012. George Floyd's voice was suppressed when a police officer forced his knee into Floyd's neck for 9 minutes, killing him. The times may have changed, but the narrative is still the same. Black Lives Matter was founded in 2013 to change that narrative. According to the 2020 BLM Impact Report, Black Lives Matter gives people a voice and a platform to express themselves. It also gives them a positive image. Black Lives Matter is the megaphone for Blacks to make positive change in the world. According to Fabio Rojas' 2020 critique of BLM, Black Lives Matter positively depicts our image as African Americans that are college-educated community leaders and everyday citizens that wish to use all political resources to end social injustice by any means necessary. Literature, movies, and art supported by Black Lives Matter directly addresses the injustices done to Black people, especially as it relates to mass incarceration, racial profiling, and education. For example, BLM gave young artist Nicholas Smith the opportunity to show his artwork of Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, and several other symbols of BLM across the United States. Another example is Tajid Chestnut. Tajid Chestnut was inspired by BLM to co-found the Raising Justice, which has been protesting and lobbying to end racial injustice since 2017. Students and educators for the BLM movement have also gathered to found Black Lives Matter at School, an organization dedicated to addressing and transforming the racial injustices present in the education system. Black Lives Matter at School advocates for a week of actions in schools in which educators and members of the school community can engage in conversations to work towards a more socially just education system, especially for students of color. With the establishing of the BLM movement, young Black men feel more empowered to use their abilities because it makes people see the smart, educated, well-versed young men they really are, and not the thug or uneducated person that the media portrays them as. BLM also gives them a voice to invoke change by doing what they love. Several celebrities support BLM. Examples are Kendrick Lamar, who made a song about the injustices in America, Ariana Grande, who marched with protesters, and The Weeknd, who has donated to the Know Your Rights Camp and National Bailout. Sports also provides inspiration to young men. The University of Alabama football team, led by Coach Nick Saban, marched on campus in support of BLM. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team stood together before a game in support of BLM. This gives young Black men the inspiration they need to incite change in the United States and change the bad image that is given to them by the media and common literature. We conclude our rebuttal with this. BLM not only provides a voice but a worldwide platform. BLM inspires Black young men through sports, art, and music, all of which are prominent in the Black community, and BLM gives young Black men the opportunity to create a positive image of themselves. Our ancestors' experience is living proof that if we fail to use our voice, we will forever be marginalized. Mr. Moderator, I yield the remainder of my time.
Thank you, Mr. Lockett. You stopped your time at 4 minutes and 47 seconds. Thank you. All right, we're going to have our next break. It's going to be a 3-minute break. Brother Edwards.
Brother Crawford, I will initiate the breakout rooms. Before I do, Brother Hogbook, that's what you want me to do, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to open all rooms.
The time starts now.
Okay, while the Cap Leaguers are going into their breakout room, discuss strategy. The poll marks of the competing debate teams, are either one of you online?
I am.
Okay, you may impart some words of encouragement to these young men.
Okay, everybody, my name is John F. Cotton. I'm a poll marker of the Washington, D.C. Alumni Chapter, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. I'm happy to be here on Sunday for this great debate. I want to say congratulations to both teams that in reaching the final. I have been here over the last 4 Sundays of the month to watch this great debate go down. So it's a great no team where nobody will be a loser today. We both learned, and it's a great debate to get to the finals of this. I want to thank both of the coaches, especially our coach, brother Darren Riley, for getting the men prepared for this great conversation that we have. And it's only fitting that we having it in Black History Month and talking about an important matter of Black lives. It's a tough conversation to have. It's really no winner or loser in that debate, because while it profiles the image of the Black man within the Black community, the question is, does it do it overall, which I don't know. So I want to say thank you for everybody for taking the time out of their Sunday to join this debate. I saw in the chat one time it was over 150 participants. That is outstanding. I want to thank both this committee for putting this debate on. I'm a big proponent of providing avenues for kids to excel, because just like this debate is saying, the Black male is more than an athlete, a rapper, or things of that nature. We are intelligent and we can exceed in every field of human endeavor if given a platform. So thank you to the committee for providing this debate platform. Hey man, let's enjoy the rest of this tough debate and cheer both of the chapters on and just enjoy the rest of the day. Brother Committee Chairman, I yield the rest of my time back to you.
Okay. Hey, Brother Crawford, do we have a time check?
Yeah, Brother Marshall, we have about 20 seconds left.
Okay.
Hey, Brother Marshall, if you don't mind, this Brother Cortez Frazier, the Fort Lee Alumni Chapter poll mark. So I'll stay within those 20 seconds and just congratulate Brother Cotton and all of the brothers is what you're doing here. So everything that he said, I'll echo that. And again, just thank you guys for all of your support, for putting this on, for the brothers, the committees, the parents, and all of the participants. Thank you. Great topic.
Thank you, Brother Polmark.
All right, Brother Marshall, that's our time. Thanks to both poll marks from Fort Lee alumni, as well as the Washington, D.C. alumni. All right, so we'll start as soon as our rooms are completely closed. There's a couple seconds left. Once the teams are back, we'll have our negative rebuttal.
Brother Crawford, this is Brother Edwards. I've closed all the break rooms. Participants should be coming back in shortly.
Thank you, Brother Edwards. All right, Fort Lee, are your teams back in order?
Fort
Lee is back. We're waiting on Washington to come back before Lee is back.
Yes, we are back. We all in.
For Washington, D.C. to confirm.
Washington, D.C. still in.
Yeah, no, the boys aren't back yet.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Washington, D.C., please confirm once more that you're back.
All right, they're back. We're back.
Okay. All right, we'll start our negative rebuttal portion of the debate. You have 5 minutes. Your time will start on me. And your time starts now.
Good afternoon, judges and colleagues. I'm Aiden Riley, and today on behalf of Washington, D.C. Kappa League, I'm going to be arguing that the Black Lives Matter movement has not had a positive impact on the image of the young Black man in America. The Black Lives Matter movement has had a great impact on the society we live in today, but to say that the Black Lives Matter movement has improved the image of the young Black man in America is simply not true. The reason Black Lives Matter was created was not to improve the image of the young Black man, but was to bring light to the injustices that have been done upon the Black community. The Black Lives Matter movement has made others more aware of their interactions with Black men, but has not improved the image of the young Black man. And finally, Black Lives Matter has raised awareness of the injustices for Black people, but has not impacted the image of young Black men in a positive way. Our opposing team has argued that the Black Lives Matter protests have been mostly peaceful, but we know in the media that they're only going to cover the violent protests, which will lead to more people to assume that the Black Lives Matter protests will be violent. They also stated that Black Lives Matter portrays young Black men in a positive way, but we know that there's tendencies in the media to spin and demonize and de-victimize young Black men in the media. They also stated that the Black Lives Matter movement has given young Black men a voice, but some people will not take what they say seriously just because of their age and because of their skin color. And on top of that, they gave no sources stating that Black Lives Matter has had a positive impact on young Black men. The first point to our argument is that the Black Lives Matter movement has not had a positive impact on the image of the young Black man because the purpose of the Black Lives Matter movement is not related to improving the image of the young Black man. Alicia Garza, one of the founders of Black Lives Matter, even stated that she created Black Lives Matter as a call to action for Black people. It was a response to the anti-Black racism that permeates our society and also, unfortunately, our movements. The second point is that the Black Lives Matter movement has made others more aware of their interaction with Black people, but has not improved the image of the young Black man. This means that more people are have more concerns about what they say or do around Black people due to a fear of being canceled or having their reputation tarnished. This does not have a positive impact on the image of the young Black man because people are still going to view them in the same way. The only thing that will change is how they act or react in their presence. Calvin John Smiley from the Department of Justice Studies at Montclair State University stated in his article about the demonization and criminalization of unarmed Black male victims in America that the term thug has become the platform to dismiss Black life as less than valuable and perpetuates a negative and criminal connotation in forms of micro insults and micro invalidations. This term has even been used on the 44th president of the United States, Barack Obama, when he was called a political thug. Our third point to our argument is that Black Lives Matter has raised awareness of the injustices for Black people, but has not improved the image of the young Black man in a positive way. There are many instances of young Black men being targeted, attacked, and murdered because of how they look. Even after all the protests, tweets, and posts, it is still occurring to this day. The American Psychological Association has stated that unarmed Black men are disproportionately more likely to be shot and killed by police. And often these killings are accompanied by explanations that cite the physical size of the person shot. Vincent Vinnie M. Belmonte, Patrick Lynn Warren Sr., Andre Maurice Hill, Casey Christopher Goodson Jr., Angelo A.J. Crooms, Sincere Pierce, Marcellus Denente, George Floyd, and the list goes on. All of these people are unarmed Black men that have been murdered by police in 2020 and 2021. But how many of these people have you never heard of because the media does not cover it? The Black Lives Matter movement has had a big impact on society today, but to say that it has positively impacted the image of the young Black man in America is not true. If it has, why do young Black men, such as myself, American citizens, still get profiled, confronted, and followed in stores just because of our looks? Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Rowley. Your time stops at 4 minutes and 42 seconds. Brother Edwards, we are now in the closing portion of our debate. We have a 5 minutes breakout room, and we will come back for our conclusions.
As Brother Edwards begins the movement to the breakout rooms, I just want to say I'm just so excited over here, just, listening to young men have constructive dialogue of some of the hottest current event, today, which is Black Lives Matters. And as they discuss the positive image that the young Black men portray versus the negative image in which the media is trying to portray us. With that being said, are there any other poll marks, visiting poll marks that are online that would like to impart or encourage these young men in their discussions?
Good afternoon, Brother Marshall. This is Brother Damian Williams. Good afternoon, brothers, all families, visiting parents, Kappa Leaguers. My name is Damian Williams. I'm the current vice poll mark at Woodbridge, Virginia alumni. On behalf of our 12th poll mark, Brother Darrell Williams, I bring you greetings. Congratulations to both teams. It's been an excellent debate thus far. Look forward to the finality of it. And we're just here to support in the spirit of one Kappa.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, brothers. This is Brother Fletcher, poll mark of the Petersburg Alumni Chapter. And I just want to thank you, brothers, Brother Johnson, and all of you that are involved with this endeavor. As a former administrator, it just does my heart good to see young men articulate on the subject. And as Brother Cotton from Washington Alumni said, there are no losers, there's only winners. So I applaud you, brothers, and I applaud all of our Kappa Leaguers and their parents for just being a part of this endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Poll Mark. Any other poll marks on the line, or any visiting poll marks on the line outside of province? Any brothers on the line would like to impart a word of encouragement?
Greetings, brothers. This is Brother Hawk from the Northeastern Province. I'm the guide right director for Trenton Alumni Chapter, and I just want to commend you all for this opportunity for me to view this debate. I think it's awesome that the students are engaged in this, and I think this is a fantastic event. So thank you for inviting me, and I look forward to bringing this back. I hope that I see it's being recorded, but if it can be shared out, I'd like to share this amongst our chapter as well.
Thank you, Brother Poll Mark.
Hey, Brother Marshall, let's give 1 more minute just for any dignitaries that may have additional comments.
Okay, thank you, Brother Crawford.
Hi, my name is Vernon Fisher. I'm the guide right director at the newly formed Towson-Catonsville Alumni Association. I'm excited to see so much going on. It's encouraging for me to watch these young boys work and to have a benchmark for what is to come at the Towson-Catonsville Alumni Association. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Guy Wright.
We have about 30 seconds left, Brother Marshall.
Over to you, Brother Crawford.
Good afternoon, brothers. I'm sorry. My name is Brother Sean Pringle. I'm with the Lawrenceville Duluth Alumni Chapter here in Georgia. I want to appreciate you all giving the invite. I got it today, I think roughly around about maybe 12 or 2 o'clock. This is a great initiative. Thank you all very much for inviting me. I like to see the interaction, the engagement of the young brothers, pretty much to discuss these topics. This is something that I think that we can pretty much spread around to other provinces. So thank you very much for inviting us, and I truly appreciate what's been taught and what's been shared. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brother Mark.
Let's do that, Brother Pringle. Let's do that. Let's bring that down to Georgia. I'm from Georgia. Let's do that.
All right. We could do that.
Put your email in the chat. Let's do that.
All right, that's our time. The rooms have been closed.
Sorry.
Fort Lee, please confirm.
Fort Lee is all back.
Washington, D.C., please confirm.
Washington, D.C. is back.
Thank you. We're moving into the closing remarks for both teams. We're going to start with the negative closing remarks. You have 3 minutes to present your closing remarks. Your time will start on me, and your time starts now.
Good afternoon, judges and colleagues. My name is Sean Gentry, and I will provide the closing statement for the Washington, D.C. Alumni Chapter of Kappa League. We as a team with supporting facts and reasoning firmly declare the Black Lives Matter movement has not had a positive impact on the image of young Black males in the United States. The BLM movement's mission has been to address police brutality. It's made us aware of interactions with Black men and has raised awareness for injustices for Black men, but overall not positively impacted the image of young Black males in America. The BLM movement's mission is not to improve the image of young Black males in America, as it is to address police brutality. BLM is a powerful movement, but was not intended improving young Black males' image in America. This is also shown by the demented demonization and criminalization in the portrayal of young Black males in America still prevalent in 2021. BLM has also made others aware of their interactions with Black people, but not positively affected the image of young Black males. The American Psychology Association also proves Black men, including young Black males, are still seen as bigger and threatening, and the Economic Policy Institute proves young Black males in the workforce are still not seen as valid as our white counterparts, despite having the same skills and education, both even in 2020. The opposition also continually dwells on BLM's positive impact on Black men, but does not address the perceived image of said young Black men. And they cannot cite a source that supports that BLM has had a positive impact on the image of young Black men. Lastly, BLM has only been about raising awareness. In the 7 years of the term being coined, NFL players, Barack Obama, and many other Black men have all been called thugs, despite being who they are, respectful, high status, and wealthy Black men. Because they are Black, they are still portrayed as thugs. This is also shown when LeBron James, when talking about Black Lives Matter, and Cardi B interviewing Joe Biden, they're both told to shut up and stick to what they're best at, being entertainers. This is also why my Black brothers here know about the talk about how not to get shot by being pulled over. This is proof that despite BLM's best effort, nothing much has changed for the image of young Black men in America. This is further supported by my deaths of my young Black brothers, such as stated by Aiden. My colleague and I, both being built larger and young Black men in our communities, still cannot go to public and wear a hoodie, wear unique and cultural hairstyles such as dreadlocks, put our hands in our pocket without being suspected as thugs or a threat. Based on the arguments and counter arguments presented, BLM has not had a positive image.
Thank you, Mr. Gentry. Your time is up at 3 minutes. Thank you. Okay, we will move into our affirmative closing arguments. You will have 3 minutes. Your time will start on me, and your time starts now.
Good afternoon. My name is Josiah Evans from the Fort Lee Alumni Chapter Kappa League. And today, I'll present the affirmative closing remark towards the statement, has the Black Lives Matter movement had a positive impact on the image of young Black men? Our image today is based on the work we put in to build our future. We believe that it has had a positive impact because countless young people of color across the United States learned about the power of protest firsthand following the death of George Floyd. Many actors, athletes, and rappers protest for the Black Lives Matter movement. For example, NBA players had a strike in memorial of the shooting of Jacob Blake. Here, basketball players use their power to draw attention to the issues of criminal justice. The Boston Celtics basketball team committed $25 million to these efforts. The NFL has also changed. The league that first dismissed and downplayed Kaepernick's program, he has now begun to inspire the Change Foundation program, and they pledged $250 million over 10 years for social justice causes. The Black Lives Matter movement reached a high in June with 67% of U.S. adults expressed at least some support for the movement, according to the Pew Research program. Black Lives Matter has created an environment where all young Black boys can safely employ their talents of activism through their arts, communication, and political action. As my colleague Caden Grayson said, Black Lives Matter has provided young people all the tools to use their most valuable asset, their skin, as a weapon to drive exclusive change that will last a lifetime. The impact of Black Lives Matter has reached millions across the globe, with people from all over the world visiting the Black Lives Matter website in greater numbers. Globally, their reach has increased by over 3,000%, making up about 25% of their total online presence. The Black Lives Matter movement inspired not just protesters, but some of the most urgent art being made today. This shows that BLM and the injustice towards Blacks is not just an American problem, it is a world problem. This movement shows the injustice and racism towards Black people. Therefore, this movement has a positive impact on the young Black man. Mr. Moderator, I yield the remainder of my time.
Thank you, Mr. Evans. Your time stopped at 2 minutes and 26 seconds. And that concludes our debate. Brother Herb, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Brother Crawford. Excellent job too, okay? Congratulations to both of the teams. That was a great debate. When you're talking about, getting young men together to do some scholarly research and being able to articulate their positions, whether it's negative or affirmative. And like I said, these Kappa Leaguers didn't have 2 months to study and pull the research for these topics. They had actually anywhere between 1 week sometimes and maybe a week and a half for the most. But to be able to pull together their arguments and be able to defend it and persuade those judges to say, I'm right, in a form such as this is awesome. So with that being said, we have 6 other coaches on the line that represented the other teams. Do you have any words to impart to encourage these young men going forward?
Hey, Brother Marshall.
Yeah, okay. Hey, this is First Vice of Eastern Province. I'm sorry, first Vice Paul for Alexandria Fairfax.
Thank you, Brother Marshall. Good evening, guys. I just wanted to say great debate today. I think this is a very great platform for you all. As opposed to arguing, you're using debating to make reason and to present your arguments, and most importantly, to listen to the other side, because it forces you to listen. So I think that's a very important skill for you guys as you grow into whatever field that you decide to go in your future. Keep challenging yourselves and keep challenging each other's and keep up the good work. Thank you, Brother Marshall.
Thank you there, First Vice. And about any other coaches on the line? Any other coaches?
Yes, can you hear me? This is Brother Claiborne. I want to say that we got 2 teams that are both winners. Let me say that very clearly, because you guys have reached this point, and that means that you moved past a couple of other teams that you were opposing. So to get to this point, that shows that you have a lot of potential, not just what you did this time, but for the future. As Kappa men, we believe in achievement. And you guys have really achieved well through the time you've gone through these debates. So you both are winners. So I want you to take that away and keep your head up and make sure that you step back into your own shell and see how well you did. You never say you didn't win, because you did win. You beat other teams, but it's not about winning all the time. It's about how much information you gain to be better. Because these were some great topics about going to college, about going to trade school, different things that a lot of young men did not ever hear. So take the information that you receive and continue to do well in your life. And thank your parents for helping you get this far. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Claiborne. I have the Alexandria Fairfax poll mark came in.
Greetings, everybody. I just want to commend everybody who was involved in this inaugural debate challenge. Thanks to the brothers who thought about it and took the time to set it up, as well as all of the teams that participated, all of the coaches that poured into the teams and increased their knowledge from the perspective of debate. You will start to find out that the skills that you learn, that you practiced and implemented during this challenge, you will be able to apply them to your everyday life as you move forward. I can congratulate everybody who was involved. I congratulate the winners and just encourage you to continue to strive for perfection. Take this as a challenge to do better and to learn more. And I look forward to the future debate challenges that we have set forth. So thank you, and I appreciate everybody's time and effort that we poured into these children.
Thank you, Brother Pomar. I have some coaches out there. I know Brother Crawford, Brother Ted. I know you guys are out there. Let me see who else I can call out.
This is Brother Darren
Brother
Raleigh.
Raleigh.
I'm happy to share some comments. This is Brother Darren Raleigh. I'm the coach of the Washington, D.C. Kappa League debate team. And I just have to emphasize to everybody that these young men have pulled together and learned how to become debaters, all within a month. Now, one of the things I've learned in helping the team to prepare for the matches over the course of this month is that college debate teams usually have one topic that they prepare for and debate on all year. These young men have prepared 3 separate debates on 3 separate topics and done an outstanding job for all the teams that have participated. So all the Kappa Leaguers that have participated have did such a tremendous job in being well prepared, getting together to the techniques of learning to debate and coming out and showing up. I'm just so proud of all the young men who have participated in this tournament, and definitely look forward to its continuing in future years and the expansion of this tournament so that more opportunities can be provided to more young men and young women going forward, and to increase the amount of debate participation by young African-American men and women. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Raleigh.
Marshall.
Hey, Nuke, can I jump in here for a moment?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, good brother.
Hey guys, this is John Marshall Jones. I'm your national spokesperson for Guide Right and Kappa League, and the executive producer of Kappa League TV. And this was a tremendous event. We're running this live on Kappa League TV right now. It's going to be captured on Kappa League TV, and we're going to repost it. We're going to take out some of the technical stuff that you guys ran into and repost this as clean as we possibly can. But I want to say to these young men that the skills that you have shown today are the exact same skills as the attorneys that present to the Supreme Court. And that this skill that you're developing now are the skills that we need in the leaders of our next generation, and especially in the era of politics, where, as you see, between Republican and Democrat, it's one continuous debate. So I want to really applaud you young men and applaud the Noops for having the foresight to put them in this situation, applaud them, the young men, for their execution of it, and to let you know that Kappa League TV is here to support everything you guys are doing. And in whatever way that we can back you up on the projects that you guys are thinking about doing, we want to be able to share that with the entire country. So I want to thank you for putting this together. I want to thank you for sharing this on Kappa League TV, and pledge to you our continued support to keep you moving forward.
Thank you, good brother. Coach, I think one of the
Brother Herb,
coaches.
I'll jump in, Brother Herb. This is Brother Crawford, Woodbridge, Virginia alumni, Kappa League chair, Guy Wright chair, Woodbridge coach as well. Great debate. The entire tournament has been awesome. Coming behind Brother Jones, I don't have much more to say, but our future is bright in the Eastern Province. Our young men will go out throughout the world, and the skills that they have now grabbed from just a little bit of debate, it will spark their interest even more than before. And I do believe that the Eastern Province will continue to lead and be as strong as we can be based on how we groom our young men. So Brother Edwards, thank you. Brother Marshall, thank you. Brother Carroll, I appreciate the opportunity to be a part of this great event, and I know it'll continue to do well. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Crawford. Brother Ted, he's
Brother Marshall,
poking me in the
yeah.
side. Brother Ted.
Thank you, Brother Marshall. My name is Ted Brown from Alexandria Fairfax Alumni Chapter, Kappa League Chair, and the coach of the AF team for this debate challenge. I just want to offer my thanks and congratulations to you guys that put this event on. It was a tremendous event, tremendous opportunity. At our chapter at Kappa League, we challenge our young men to step out of their comfort zone. And this was a perfect opportunity to do that. We had some members on our team that volunteered, and we had some members on our team that were voluntold to be a part of this. And I think they all stepped up, and they definitely learned a lot. So I appreciate you guys for organizing this, and let's keep it moving.
Thank you, Brother Ted. So real quick, Brother Mike, hold on just a second, Brother Jones, please. I need to get some feedback from Brother Edwards, if you don't mind. Brother Edwards, are we ready?
We are ready, but keep on going.
Okay.
I like the momentum to keep building. I like the momentum to keep building.
I like it too.
I like to see Brother Raleigh squirm in his chair, and I like to see other brothers move around. So keep the momentum going.
Okay. All right, Brother Scott, can we get 3 more minutes at least?
Yes, that is fine. That is fine. I'm perfectly fine. I'm in agreement with brother.
All right. I know we want to know who that winner is, though. We're gonna keep the suspense a little bit longer. Okay, hey, Brother Jones, go ahead.
All right, thank you. On behalf of Washington, D.C. Alumni Chapter, I'm the Guy Wright Chair there. I want to thank you personally, Brother Herb, for having a vision to put this event together. I remember sitting in the first Zoom meeting and you discussing this, and everybody kind of shaking our heads, wanting to know if we could pull it off. It was great to see this plan come together. At the end of the day, there's no loser. I've watched our team personally go from not knowing what a debate was to becoming some guys that really spoke well, and on both teams. And on behalf of the Washington, D.C. Alumni Chapter, I'd like to, again, thank you for inviting us, and we're looking forward to moving forward with this great event.
Thank you, Brother Jones. Okay, before we go to Brother Scott, can I have a few words from a few of the parents that are out there? Few parents out there, you know I'll call your name. Can I get a few parents to say 1 or 2 words?
This is
it's 2 of us talking.
This is Candace Carter.
Go ahead, Miss Carter.
Okay. Parent of Miles Clark, and I just want to say hats off to all of the coaches. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And to all of the young men, I am so proud of all of the young men who have participated in this event. I am so thrilled that my son had an opportunity to participate, and I can't say how proud. It just brings tears in my eyes to see how proud and how well these young men have done and the achievements that they have accomplished. This is just a stepping stone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Carter. Who was the other voice? You can speak.
This is Leslie Jones. I'm a mother of a Kappa Leaguer, Coleman Jones, who is in Washington, D.C. alumni chapter. And I second her sentiments. My child is not participating on the debate team, but he is listening. And so I think it's giving all of our young men the opportunity to see what a debate is like, to understand what it's like to be able to present both sides of an issue and to engage in an intelligent conversation or debate about it. So I appreciate the opportunity to be able to watch it, and for us to for the young men to be able to be engaged in it. It's great. I mean, my son last year was in the Black History competition. They weren't able to do that this year. So this is something else to just add to their skill set and their knowledge set.
Thank you, Ms. Jones.
My name is Jessica James. I'm Sean Gentry's mom. He is on the Washington, D.C. alumni chapters team. I just wanted to congratulate all the young men on the entire program. This is such a great opportunity for you guys to take them under your wing and teach them something new in their life to put in their little toolboxes. So I also want to thank the judges for their time to, take in all the coaches and their help with preparing these young men, and everybody's a winner.
Yes. Love you, nephew Sean.
Thank you.
Thank you for entrusting your son with the Washington, D.C. alumni chapter, Kappa League, Mom.
Thank you, Ms. Jones. Okay, so
brother, I'm sorry. I just want to jump in real quick. This is Gene Schaefer Strathman from Petersburg Alumni Chapter. I apologize. I'm having some technical difficulties with my camera, but just wanted to say how impressed I've been with all the chapters and all of the kids that have contributed to this debate challenge. This was a very interesting path to go down with the kids. I learned a lot coaching the Petersburg alumni team, and I'm just looking forward to us expanding this and having more kids involved in the future. This was amazing.
Thank you, Brother Gene. Really appreciate it. Brother Scott, can I just kind of encourage you one more, so make sure they pop this debate next month, just to get some of these students. I'd like to hear from them, and that'll really just have you smiling and have it going. So Mr. Towns, can I hear some comments from you about how you felt about the debate?
Yes, sir. I thought it was very interesting talking about the topics and hearing about the topics. And I would love to do this next year again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And how about you, Mr. Clark? Straight off the cuff this time.
I think this was an amazing experience to learn about debating, because I really know what debating was, and to learn and evolve into a debater was really fun and exciting and informative, and I gained a lot of knowledge doing this, and I just hope to do it again next year.
Thank you, sir. Everybody else turned their cameras off of me there, Brother Scott, but let me tell you, I just like to have a comment from the judges real quick, and then I'll give it back to you. So, Ms. Scott, I'll start for you, Ms. Scott, since I see you.
Okay, I would just like to say thank you all for inviting me to be here today. I thought these young men did a stupendous job. It was nice listening to them and how they evolved in their arguments. As I wrote in the chat, I'm an attorney, and I could definitely see a lot of them being lawyers, and they have a bright future, and it was just amazing to watch.
Awesome, thank you. How about you, Ms. Watley?
Good afternoon again. We have two computers, sorry. Just turn. How was that? Awesome. I just want to say I am so appreciative of the opportunity to be able to witness such a phenomenal event, to see these young men debate such a appropriate and timely topic, and the conviction they had in their arguments. Well prepared, well eloquently spoken. And so it's a testament to the hard work and dedication of your members and their coaches. I want to say you young men blew me away. Your thoughts were on point. They were just a well delivery, and just proud of each of you. I've never met you, but just so proud to sit here and witness such an opportunity to see you both speak on opposing sides, but at such an appropriate topic that hits home and it resonates with all of us. So I want to say just a job well done to each and everyone who participated, for those who organized, and for those who allowed us to sit here and witness a phenomenal event. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Wiley. And Ms. Soderstrom.
And I too want to reiterate everything Ms. Watley has said. It was an honor to be chosen to participate in the debate. I enjoyed doing all of the research just as well as all of you young men did. And it has really been a pleasure to sit here and be part of your debate. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Soderstrom. And so now, I'd be remiss if I would not let the committees. I'll start with Brother Carroll, go to Brother Edwards, and then Brother Crawford, and then back over to you, Brother Scott.
Hello, everyone. My name is Brother Corey Carroll, representing the Highsville Landover Alumni Chapter, and as well as a coach. I just want to say I am completely excited and happy to see the end result of this tournament. I think that all of the Kappa Leaguers, the coaches, did an amazing job. The coordination of the program has been amazing. Although we've done this in a very short amount of time, I can definitely say that this has been a real treat. And I am very happy to be a part of this process, and I cannot wait to see how we can make it bigger and better for next year. So brothers, I appreciate you all for allowing me to help in this process. And Kappa Leaguers, coaches, parents, families, friends, thank you so much for being involved in our inaugural debate process.
Thank you, Brother Carroll. Brother Crawford.
Yeah, Brother Crawford here again. Thanks once again to the committee, everyone that allowed me to be a part. As Brother Carroll stated, yeah, hopefully next year will be a whole lot better. We will make sure that, we take a lot of feedback from the students to make this event as prestigious as it should be. Great for the opportunity once again, and thank you.
And Brother Edwards, Michael Edwards.
I appreciate the opportunity. I remember in high school when I lettered in high school, and I didn't letter in football or basketball, I lettered in debate. And it was just by exposure, being a young boy in middle Georgia with one stoplight, being introduced to the art of debate. And now that I'm older and I'm looking at these young men, and it's just an opportunity of exposure and allowing others to see something else that they haven't seen before, and to find a gift and a talent that may allow them to find even something else that's birthed inside of them. So I appreciate this opportunity. I appreciate this opportunity to expand it within and throughout Kappa. And then I also look to expand it even further and beyond. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Great job, young man. Thank you, judges. Thank you, committee.
And I'm Brother Herb Marshall, and I'll just tell you, ditto to everything everybody just said, except I just want to say, this vision that I had, it did not come from me. I want to tell you, it came from the students. They're the ones who had a vision to do a debate. All I did was introduce it to these three young men that stood before you who are debate, I call them my great debaters. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know anything about debating except what I saw in the great debate, So this is what we do. This is what we do as a fraternity. And as the parents were commented, it just made me smile. My heart felt warm. If I had $1 million, you actually text me $4 million, you would have had it in a second. But I'll tell you, it was great. I had fun. And now we're getting ready to find out who the winner is, who has been declared the winner, okay? Because we're all winners. Over to you, Brother Scott.
All right. I just want to echo the sentiments of everyone on our committee. Great job to our committee. Great job to all the teams that participated. So I know everybody is waiting to find out where this beautiful trophy is going to travel to. So on behalf of the Eastern Province Guide Right Committee, on behalf of the inaugural Eastern Province Kappa League Debate Challenge Committee, I want to present this cup that says Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Eastern Province Kappa League Debate Challenge Champion. The cup will be traveling north to Washington Alumni Chapter. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
baby.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Now,
Champs debate here.
before I make some other comments, I want to open this up to the young men of the team at Washington, as well as their coach and their poll mark. There are a couple of other awards that I want to go through and a couple of other things I want to say, but I want to give you all an opportunity, as well as your challengers an opportunity as well to speak. I'm sorry.
I will start off. First of all, this effort, as we have seen from all the comments, has been a collective effort. These young men from the Washington, D.C. Debate team have done a phenomenal job, and they've been supported by a number of the brothers from the chapter, who I'd like to acknowledge: Brother Charles Burr, Brother Joe Daly, Brother Darrell Lassane, Brother Presley Reed, Brother Kevin Jones, brothers Donald and Ronald Greenwood, have all made this put in great effort in preparing this team. So I'm just going to shut up at this point and let the young men say a few words. So Sean, Miles, Aiden, Zeke, Jermaine, because there are multiple people who have been involved with the team and got us here to this point. So any of the members this is your time to shine.
I would just want to say that thank you for giving me this opportunity to learn about debating. I've only been in unofficial ones, but having an official one with research and time to carefully craft your arguments and counter arguments has really taught me a lot about the art of persuasion and the art of debate. So thank you.
I would just like to say that the other team did an amazing job. And I would like to thank everyone for giving me the opportunity to come here and display what I've learned from the great coaches that we have over here at Washington, D.C. And I thank all the coaches for teaching me how to be a better debater. And thank you.
All right, and just the last thing again, congratulations, Fort Lee. You guys did a phenomenal job. The work that you put in definitely showed off, and I hope everybody who's participated in this tournament continues to pursue an interest in debate. It's a bright future, and we look forward to seeing everybody next time around.
All right, Fort Lee.
Yes, sir. So first and foremost, say congratulations to the Washington team. Outstanding. This was great to watch. I know the work. I know the work that went into this behind the scene. And those boys, I would tell anybody, regardless of who won, these boys, they put in the work, especially considering now Fort Lee, we are a new Kappa League chapter. These young men, 13 and 14-year-old, never debated, never had to pull scholarly research, and just to make it this far in this debate competition, I think is enough. And we're just delighted to be here. And to the Fort Lee team, great job. Keep on keeping on. And DC, we'll see you on the horizon. We will see you on the horizon.
All right. Do any of your team members want to speak?
Any other Fort Lee team? Go ahead. You guys can jump in there.
I just wanted to say congratulations to the other team. They were definitely a great challenge, and it was well deserved. Congrats.
Anyone else? All right. So what I want to show everyone is these are the awards, the medals that each one of the participants on all 8 of the teams will receive one of these awards. It's a medal that says Inaugural Eastern Province Kappa League Debate. And on the back, it has their names inscribed with 2021. So we wanted to make sure that we had the year inscribed on there so that people can understand that why we did this and the manner that we did it is because of the times that we're in dealing with a pandemic. And in the midst of a pandemic, we still were able to have a scholarly competition of this magnitude. So I want to say again, congratulations. And we have one more award that's going to be presented, and this is to Mr. Hal Wiseman. Mr. Wiseman is with the Hyattsville Landover chapter, and he was a young man who had a challenge starting out with this, and I think a lot of brothers realized that, a lot of the Kappa Leaguers realized it, but he still persevered through that challenge. And on this award, this is the 2021 Courageous Star Award, and it says, presented to Hal Wiseman II, who exhibited courage and perseverance during the art of debate and showed that regardless of the challenges that one may face, you can still be a winner. So this will be mailed to Brother Rufus Little, his guide right chairman, and each of the chairmen of each of the respective teams. I will be mailing out your medals directly to you all, and you can disperse them to your teams. And on that, I want to close everything out. And again, thank you all parents, thank you committee, thank you Kappa Leaguers, and most importantly, we thank our leadership at the Eastern Province for supporting us in this endeavor. Everyone have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Johnson.
Thank you.
Great job.
Congratulations, everyone. Congratulations.
All right, Brother Johnson. Good job.
Congratulations to Washington.
All right, Brother Johnson. We'll see you.
All right. All right.
Great job, guys.